Remember, I was at this particular office and it was this one young lady who did not like me, right? Now, I didn't do anything to her. Nothing. Just stay true to the game. You know, no, just playing. But just be a follower of Christ. That's all I've ever done. And so she was one of them type of people that talked about you in front of your face, but never say your name and never say it to you. Right. So it'll just be a day. I'm just chilling. I'm having a good mood, good vibe. My employees happy. I'm happy. We in there laughing and talking. And I love to hear employees laughing. That's one thing that really make my heart smile. When my employees laughing and having a good time, I'm laughing and having a good time. So she'll come by. Yeah, see, people think that they can fool me, but I can really see what's on the inside of a person. You know what I'm saying? All that sweet stuff don't even fool me. And I know she's talking about me because my spirit is picking up on it. Now, I will always just kind of like blow it off like, oh, okay, well, she's just having a hard day, whatever. But that's neither here nor there. I would still speak, hey, how you doing? Now, I've always experienced employees with a negative mindset. But this employee was different because hers was always directed at me and she was persistent in it. I mean, it was not a day that went by that she didn't have something to say where she was trying to stick it to me. So it's kind of starting to get to me a little bit. So much so that I began to come in and not really speak to her, not roll my eyes or be mean, but just not speak to her just to avoid everything. So this is another work day. The vibe is amazing. And I hear her in the background. Yeah, y'all can compliment her all y'all want to. Oh, she's thorough. She's this, but we just ain't seeing that negative side. That's what I'm saying. Every single one of them, no matter how cool y'all think they. So now it's starting to piss me off. So my thoughts, right? My thoughts are like, I ain't really feeling her. How you comfortable with being a hater? You mean to tell me you wake up every day and this is what's in my thoughts. You wake up every day and dedicate yourself to being a hater? You so much of a hater, you don't even know how to hold it in. You so much of a hater, you got to talk about it out loud. You so much of a hater, you recruiting others like you work for the military. So now my thoughts are starting to just really shape how I see her. This is why you have to take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. Because just because she feel that, just because she's saying that, I don't got to take it in and match her energy. It don't have to change and starts to penetrate me and change what I feel for her. But nonetheless, this thing is starting to take root. Now, I'm not even thinking about the other employees that really appreciate me and respect me. I'm not thinking about how I'm walking into a work environment and it's full of peace and the vibe is amazing. When I used to walk into different work environments and it was negative and chaotic. No, I want to think about this one employee that's throwing shade. So here comes another situation where this particular employee come in and she's kind of like riled up. She's going through something and she's like, da, da, da. And they always asking me to do this. They always asking me to do that. And you need to pull your. So she's just going in. But I know this employee, so I know it's something personal. The young lady that always have something negative to say about me, she doesn't know that this is a personal problem. She thinks that this employee that's riled up is mad at me. So she goes to the employee, see, I told you, but y'all want to give praise and credit to her. That's what I'm saying. See, it's just a matter of time. So they're right outside my office. So the girl that's riled up is like, nah, girl, I ain't talking about Haley. Haley, that's my girl. Girl, I'm talking about my siblings. They don't want to help me with my mama. Like, I can't be the one that's doing everything. They going to have to pull their weight too. So then the employee that's always saying negative things just kind of look at me. And then I kind of look at her. And now we looking at each other. And this is why I dropped the ball. Because y'all, I didn't say nothing or anything, but I looked at her and I did her just like this, which was wrong. But see, now what was on the inside of me, these thoughts, they were starting to manifest to the point where it manifested into an eye roll. So she looks at me and give me one of these. Now, I ain't have no reason to be acting like that. No reason. So, of course, I feel intense conviction for that eye roll. So I go to get it right. I repent immediately and I begin to pray for her and pray for peace. Remember, the word says, make every effort to live in peace and to guard your heart because everything that you do flow from it. Had I been taking every thought captive and giving it to God, every thought captive and giving it to God, it wouldn't even got to that eye roll. So, of course, the negativity amped up a little bit more because I fed into it. However, that next day, I made sure that I went in with the right mindset, the godly mindset. And so I began back speaking to her. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. And once she seen that no matter how much negativity she threw my way, that I would not budge, all of it ceased. To the point where I work at a whole nother office. And anytime she run into any type of trouble, she called me and I make sure that I answer and I make sure I help my sister. But baby, at first, my mindset was, I really don't like her. I want to fight her. I'm just playing, but make sure you take every thought captive. Be obedient to Christ and treat people the way that God tell you to treat them. Because that Bible didn't say treat thou enemies the way that thou enemies treat you. It said do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. And that's even if they not holding up to that standard themselves. You still stay in alignment with Christ with your actions and your thoughts and your heart posture.